Viewports navigation. In this video, you learn how to navigate in viewports. Before that, I want to create a box inside the scene. Be sure the standard tab in the toolbar is active. Then in the sidebar, click on the box button. As soon as the command is activated, you see that in the command history. Also in command prompt, Rhino asks you define the first corner of the box. Moreover, there are some different options you can select and create the cube in different ways. In the first step, I define the first corner of the box by click inside the top viewport. You see in the command prompt, the software asks us to define the second corner of the box. To do so, you can type a number or click on the scene. In the next step, we should put the height amount. In the front or right viewport, I define the height by clicking. When you open the software, as a default all viewports shows objects in wireframe mode. You can change that in any viewport independently. On the right side of any viewport, there is a small arrow. If you click on that, you see different types of view modes. If I choose the shaded mode, you see the object in opaque shade mode. As you can see, you can have different view mode in any viewport. Maximize the perspective viewport by double-clicking on the title. Alright. How can we move and navigate the scene? By holding the right mouse button and dragging, you can rotate your view of the scene. By holding the right mouse button and pressing the Shift key on the keyboard, the pan tool gets activated. This command shifts the location of the view camera and target parallel to the view plane. If you hold the Control key on the keyboard and right-click button, by moving your mouse up and down, the zoom command be active. Also, you can do it by scrolling the middle mouse button. I minimize the perspective viewport by double-clicking on the title. In the rest of the viewports, you can make active the pan command by just using the right mouse button and drag inside the scene. These three viewports show objects two-dimensional. So you cannot rotate inside the scene. Zooming methods in these viewports are the same as the perspective viewport. Also, you can navigate viewports through the standard tab. This is the pan command, and as I mentioned before, this command shifts the location of the view camera and target parallel to the view plane. You see the rotate and zoom buttons. Also, you can zoom inside the viewport by drawing a window around objects in the scene. If you click on the zoom window command, the program in the command prompt asks you to drag a window to zoom. As you can see, by click and dragging inside the top viewport, Rhino shows the box bigger. The next, there is zoom extend command. Make sure the top viewport is active by clicking on the scene or the viewport title. As I said in the last video, color of the viewport title gets highlighted when it is active. Left-click on the Zoom Extents button. As you see, just the active scene fills with the object. However, if you right-click on the button, you can Zoom Extents all viewports.